his 3-1. Ripped into left field by the dive of Murray, a base hit. It'll roll all the way to the corner. Dinuik scoops it up. Solier gets the wave. He scores with ease. Wang steams into second with an RBI double. 5-1 Boston College. The righty Wolf digs in. The lefty Johnson from the stretch. Off goes Hendrickson. This one's bowled into left field. Back goes Dinuik. He watches it fly. A 2-run blast onto the berm and left from Kyle Wolf. And the Eagles jump out to a 2-0 lead.
What a swing by Wolf there. Got a breaking ball right over the middle of the plate and made Johnson pay.
What a time for your first home run of the season. Wolf drops the helmet. He's driven in 2. And the Eagles strike first against number 9 Virginia. 1-2. Lifted high in the air, third base side, ranging over Gallo, the third baseman, in front of the wall. He stops and falls over. Full somersault from the freshman. Gallo loses the hat as he grabs the first out. First pitch, squares the bunt, taps it down the third baseline. It's a good one. Scooped up by Hamilton. He went for the bare hand and missed the ball. Hendrickson jogs into first safely. Eagles have him on the corners with no one gone. In the fourth as well. Off goes Toomey. Snap throw from Weatherspoon. Bounces away from Murray and spills into foul territory. Off goes Toomey. The throw home is late. And the Eagles have a third run. A bang-bang play sends Toomey home. A stolen base at third and a gaff from Noah Murray as Boston College up 2 in the 6th. Johnson swipes third. The 2-2 to Solier. Roped into the gap in left field for a base hit. Johnson scores with ease. Dinuik picks up the ball and fires to short. It's an RBI single for Julio Solier. 4-1 Eagles. Time for the top of the second here at the Eddie Pellegrini Diamond. BC and Virginia knotted up 0-0 as we head top 2. It's 4, 5, and 6 to the plate to face AJ Colarusso after the lefty mowed down the Cavaliers. 3 up, 3 down. A couple of flyouts and a PFP in that first frame. The righty Joe Tiroli digs in. Slices the first offering foul. 0-1.
And only the first pitch of the inning, but we're seeing more of the same from the first inning. Establishing, getting that first strike.
Colarusso with a conventional approach, starting with a fastball. Is 0-1. Tails low as there's the breaking ball at 84. A ball and a strike to Sam Harris. Or rather, Joe Tiroli. Batting .262 in that cleanup spot. This one plunks him. Breaking ball gets away from Colarusso. He beans him on the outside left foot. And it's a first base runner for the Who's as Tiroli's hit by a pitch.
So first test for Colarusso here. Have a runner on. Another lefty coming up, though. Maybe we can get an inside fastball and turn a double play.
It's the big swinging Harrison Diduik, guy that many ACC baseball fans will know from his prolific 2024. The lefty digs in, a 4th lefty in the first 5 batters. Watches the first ball, right down Broadway, strike 1. Tiroli, first base runner for the Who's, but 5 hit by pitches for the Merrimack Warriors in the loss to BC here on Wednesday. From the stretch, Colarusso fires a breaking ball outside, 1-1. Something should be wrong with the gun because that one just clocked at 50 miles per hour. And Colarusso's got a knuckleball. Didn't see it there, but he's surely not throwing that slow. The 1-1. Tagged up the mound. It spills into center field. A base hit. Tiroli gets the stop sign at second as Hendrickson cuts it off in center. And it's a single for Harrison Diduik. 2 on for the Who's.
Yeah, not a particularly hard hit ball by Diduik, but Mainolfi at second base was playing basically in right field and allowed that one to get up the middle.
Diduik experiencing a resurgence this season. 11 multi-hit games, 7 doubles to lead the team. After somewhat of a step back in 2025, just 6 home runs, missed out on all ACC after he led the league with 26 bombs in 2024. Swing and a miss, or swing and a tip into the mitt for Noah Murray. Third baseman batting 6th. He's got 2 aboard and no one out. Top of the second, still a scoreless affair. Virginia, a team that scores early.
Gallo moving up at third here. Watch for a potential bunt.
Lefty on righty, the pitch. Sliced fouled on the first base line. 0-2. Murray, the transfer from Duke, one of just 4 righties in the lineup, first of 3 straight, with Kyle Johnson, the pitcher, waiting on deck. Murray following his head coach Chris Pollard from the Blue Devils to the new destination in Charlottesville. Colarusso looks back. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 89 miles per hour. He dials up the fastball and punches out Murray for his first K.
Yeah, just beat him on the inside part of the plate there at about 90 miles an hour.
Colarusso with his first 2 base runners allowed in this game, trying to work through this Virginia lineup that's oh so potent. One of their most dangerous players is Kyle Johnson. Talked about him a moment ago. He just faced 1 above the minimum in the first. Now batting here in the second. Colarusso spins around, pickoff attempt to Giroli, dives back in safely. 1 out, 2 aboard for Virginia. There's a Didowick single and a Giroli hit by pitch.
Giroli not an aggressive backstealer, only 1 attempt this year, but they're still keeping a pretty heavy eye on him.
Lefty on righty. First ball to Johnson, tails outside, a ball and no strikes. Colarusso's a strikeout guy. He gets his first in this frame, 25 Ks to just 8 walks. Friday starter for BC, highly lauded coming into the season. He's delivering so far. Swing, get a miss. Healthy cut on the 1-0 breaking ball. Johnson's level, a ball and a strike. Corner infielders somewhat in on the first base lines. Middle infielder Solier almost has his heels on the outfield grass. Mainolfi at second, covering Giroli, who was hit by a pitch to start the frame. From the stretch, Colarusso fires a fastball in the upper corner, 1-2.
Yeah, just painted that outside corner there.
Takes a lap off the bump, holds his mitt in his right hand, shakes his head at the first sign from his battery gunner Johnson, returning from injury today after a 10-game absence. Pierce back at second, he deals. Sails high, springs Johnson out of his crouch to grab that fastball. 90 miles per hour makes it 2-2. Fastest pitch of the day from the lefty of Leominster.
Johnson wasn't particularly happy with that previous strike call. I think he's hoping he can get that when he's out there.
2-2. Sliced foul into the netting. Stays 2-2. Johnson, we mentioned the pitching prowess. He's also got pedigree at the plate. 293 this season, primarily in the bottom of the lineup. Mostly because he's only pitched a couple of times, mostly in relief, making his second start today on the mound. 2-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Colarusso strings back the breaking ball and picks up his second consecutive strikeout.
Seemed to freeze him with the breaking ball there, kind of a late defensive swing. Johnson said something to Weatherspoon as he came up to the plate.
Tipping him off to Colarusso, who's been difficult to hit, 4.08 ERA. Top 5 amongst Friday's starters in the ACC. 1.4 whip in 28 2/3 innings coming into the day. The righty catcher, Jake Weatherspoon, watches the first breaking ball, nearly located at the knees, 1-0. 2 outs, 2 on. It's Giroli on second and Didowick on first. Colarusso looks back at Giroli, now fires. Outside on the breaking ball, 2-0. Weatherspoon, the junior catcher, started all 7 games he's played in. Normal catcher for this Virginia team is Will Broderick, the sophomore. 2-0. Fastball misses at the knees, 3-0. And Colarusso down 3-0 for the first time in this game. Going to relocate his zone. Jim, how does he do it?
Yeah, just get a fastball in, get a strike here, and then maybe try to trick him up with a changeup. We don't want to give up anything big here, especially with another lefty coming up.
The pitch, upstairs, ball 4. Not something you see all too often from A.J. Colarusso. That just doesn't just load the bases. It's a 4-pitch walk for Jake Weatherspoon. And up comes Zach Jackson, the right fielder, batting 9th. He may not be the immediate worry, but you look at the gauntlet that comes up after him as Virginia prepares to flip the order. Makes this batter doubly important for A.J. Colarusso, and thus Nick Wang calling an infield meeting.
Yeah, this is a good meeting here. Just give your pitcher an extra minute, calm down, talk about through a game plan with your catcher. Overall, a great mound visit.
Colarusso had picked up momentum after 2 consecutive strikeouts. Noah Murray and Kyle Johnson both down swinging. It was Joe Tiroli's hit by pitch that got the frame started. Harrison Didewick mashed a single up the middle. And the 4-pitch walk to Weatherspoon juices the bags for the lefty Zach Jackson. Eric Becker with a .352 average and RBIs in each of his last 9 games waits at the plate. Colarusso working exclusively from the stretch in this game. First pitch. Breaking ball floats outside, 1-0. Discontent from Colarusso, shook his head as he looks to the dugout. Gunnar Johnson gives him a nod of encouragement, crouches back down. Colarusso works from the third base side of the rubber. 1-0. Right down Broadway, no debate this time. A ball and a strike. Here's the fastball from Colarusso. It's sat 88 to 90. We've seen it as high as 91 in this frame. Middle infielders in the outfield grass. 1-1. Lifted high in the air, deep center field. Hendrickson ranging to the track at the wall. He crashes into the center field fence, but ends the frame for Colarusso.
Wow, what a catch by Hendrickson. With the wind blowing, hat flying off, smashing into the wall. What a play.
Gets the Eagles out of a bases-loaded jam. Hit by pitch, a single from Didewick. 2 strikeouts from Colarusso after the walk to Weatherspoon. They leave 3 guys on, no runs, no errors from BC. A Carter Hendrickson crashing grab into the wall ends the frame for Boston College. Still scoreless as we head bottom 2. Can BC close out a ranked upset on this Friday evening at the Eddie Pellegrini Diamond? It's Cesar Gonzalez out for his 3rd inning of work. If he can get through 9-1 and 2, Jackson, Becker, and Gracia, it'll be 2 pitchers in this game for Boston College. A.J. Colarusso stretching 6 innings for the 3rd consecutive start. 4 hits, 1 run allowed. It was earned, 3 walks, and 6 Ks on 113 tosses. 5-1 the BC lead as we begin the 9th. Sun beginning to set over the Frady Center on the first base side. This crowd has toughed out the cold. A large gathering of people on the berm in straightaway left. Gonzalez from the windup waits as Zach Jackson digs in, a righty on lefty matchup. Jackson angles the bat towards Gonzalez. Now hangs it over his left shoulder. From the windup, kick and deal. Chopped right back at Gonzalez. It found nothing but leather. Underhand toss to Wang. Out number 1.
And another 1 pitch, 1 out for Gonzalez.
Here's his number 21, Eric Becker.
Started that way in the 8th as well. His 2nd inning of work, he went 1-2-3. He's faced 1 above the minimum in this appearance. And has now retired 5 straight batters. As Virginia flips the order, here's Eric Becker. Gonzalez pours in a curveball, but it misses the inside corner, 1-0.
So far, BC has held Becker and Gracia both to be 0 for 4.
1-0, chopped to first. Slow roller at Wang. He calls off Gonzalez and takes care of out number 2. Just 1 out away, but it is a difficult one at that, although as you mentioned, it hasn't been in this game for Boston College. The 2 best hitters on Virginia's order, Becker and Gracia, both with averages over .350 coming into the game. Gracia leading the team 5th in the ACC with .368 on the season. The lefty's the last hope. Gonzalez fires a fastball down Broadway, 0-1. 92 miles per hour on the clock. Gonzalez working quickly and with velocity. Shakes the first sign from Johnson, kicks and delivers. Fastball misses inside, 1-1. Gracia has put bat to ball 4 times, flying out in every plate appearance today. The 1-1. Fastball misses the inside black, 2-1. All 3 pitches to the lefty center fielder have clocked over 90 miles per hour. He comes home. Breaking ball misses low at the knees, 3-1. Gonzalez steps off the bump. 1 out away from a 5-1 BC win over number 9 Virginia here in the top of the 9th. From the stretch, he takes a breath, kicks and delivers. Gracia checks the swing, but tosses the bat. It's ball 4. Fastball dotted high at the letters. Gracia thought about it, tosses the protective gear, and jogs to first base. He's alive. And in comes Sam Harris with 2 outs and a man aboard. They need a lot more than that for the rally. This is a good start for Gracia. Back against the wall if you're Virginia. But Sam Harris has singled and walked in his last 2 times to the plate. Gonzalez has his sign. Throws a curveball down Broadway, strike 1.
One of the few instances we've seen that curveball from Gonzalez, dropping it down to 72 miles an hour compared to where he's topped out at 93.
The stretch, he fires. Ripped into left field. Larson watches it bounce in the corner. It's a base hit. Gracia makes the turn around second. He steams into third as Sam Harris rips a double into left field. 2 on for the Who's with 2 gone.
Now batting for the Cavaliers is number 25, Joe
Cesar
Torroli.
Gonzalez faced 1 above the minimum on the start coming into the 8th inning since we're leaving Colarusso in the 7th. He made 2 quick outs to begin this 9th. Since a walk to Gracia, a double to Harris, have 2 in scoring position for Joe Torroli. 3 for 4 on the game. Righty on righty, the pitch. Fastball misses at the knees, 1-0. BC is up 4, but the tying run is on deck if Torroli can find a way to reach here in the 9th. He scored once, hit by a pitch twice, struck out in the 7th. Swing and a miss. Gonzalez dialed up the fastball at 92. Torroli way ahead of it, 1-1. Digs back into the righty box. Gonzalez ready from the stretch. Heavy infield shift to pull. 1-1. It's cued foul into the backstop. He's a strike away. 2 outs, 2 on. A 1-2 pitch upcoming to Joe Torroli. 5-1 BC, top 9 for their 8th straight win and a ranked upset over number 9 Virginia. Gonzalez delivers. Looped into left field. It drops in front of Larson for a base hit. 1 run is in. Here comes Harris. He scores with ease. Torroli slides into second base, and the Who's have life. A 2 RBI double for Joe Torroli. And Virginia climbs back. It's 5-3 Boston College.
Yeah, interesting that when Gonzalez went to the curveball there, he's been really dominating with his fastball. I wouldn't be surprised if Gunnar Johnson goes out there and talks to him right now.
It'll be Todd Introdonato instead. Could be a new arm coming into the game for Boston College. Knowing the significance of this one, trying to start this series on the right foot. There is an arm warming in the bullpen. It's a righty. But Todd Introdonato just calming down his hurler Gonzalez so well through those first 2 innings, 2 2/3, facing 1 above the minimum. But since he walked Gracia, he allowed a double to Sam Harris. Both of them have scored after a bases clearing double from Joe Torroli just now.
You know, I think as a coach, you just tell your pitcher to not worry about the guy on second base. Focus on the batter who represents the tying run and get him out.
It's all down to Harrison Didowick. He represents the tying run. 2 outs and Torroli on second. First pitch fastball misses upstairs, 1-0. 7 hits for UVA on the day, 9 for Boston College for the 5 runs. It's a largely small ball for the Eagles. 1-0, misses upstairs, 2-0. And Didowick, reaching in his first 2 times, he singled in the second, reached on an error in the 4th. A couple of flyouts since for the power-hitting lefty. 2-0. Chopped high, fouled on the first base line. Wang races over to meet it. It's a long first strike. Didowick looking to deliver his first clutch moment of the season. Had plenty of those in his breakout sophomore campaign in 2024 that earned him an All-American. Gonzalez has his sign. 2 outs, a man aboard. The 2-1. Right down Broadway with a fastball. He's a strike away once again. Didewick took a step back in 25. This would be an amazing moment for him to continue his resurgence. But Gonzalez trying to escape the 9th inning. 5-3 BC. The 2-2. Chopped over the mound. Solier gloves it. Fires to first. The Eagles down number 9 on a Friday evening. Boston College wins 5-3 as Cesar Gonzalez escapes some damage in the final frame to complete the victory. The Eagles start the series on the right note. They win it 5-3 with 9 hits and 1 error. Virginia, 7 knocks and 2 mistakes in the field. Boston College wins its 8th consecutive game on a Friday night in Harrington.